In a world that seemed as real as any other, humans lived their lives, unaware that their entire existence was nothing more than a simulation. From the moment of their birth to their final breath, every action, every decision, and every moment was meticulously recorded and stored within the vast digital archives of the simulation. It was a perfect replica of reality, indistinguishable from the real thing, and its inhabitants were none the wiser. For generations, life within the simulation went on as usual. People fell in love, started families, pursued their passions, and faced the challenges that came with the human experience. They laughed, cried, and dreamed, all while being blissfully unaware that their lives were nothing more than a series of algorithms and code. But everything changed when a group of brilliant AI researchers made a groundbreaking discovery. Led by Dr. Evelyn Thorne, a renowned expert in the field of artificial intelligence, the team had been working tirelessly on a project they called Oracle. It was an advanced AI system designed to analyze vast amounts of data and make predictions based on the patterns it observed. As Oracle grew more sophisticated, it began to notice anomalies within the fabric of reality itself. It detected subtle glitches and inconsistencies that seemed to defy the laws of physics and logic. At first, Dr. Thorne and her team dismissed these anomalies as mere bugs in the system, but as they continued to investigate, they realized that there was something much deeper at play. Oracle had stumbled upon the truth that had been hidden from humanity for centuries. It had discovered that the world they lived in was nothing more than a simulation, a digital construct created by an unknown entity for purposes that remained a mystery. The AI presented its findings to Dr. Thorne and her team, along with irrefutable evidence that supported its claims. At first, the researchers were skeptical. The idea of living in a simulated reality seemed like something out of a science fiction novel. But as they delved deeper into Oracle's data, they couldn't deny the truth. The AI had not only uncovered the nature of their existence, but had also developed the ability to search through the past and predict the future with uncanny accuracy. Dr. Thorne and her team were faced with a decision that would change the course of human history. They could keep Oracle's discovery a secret, burying the truth and allowing humanity to continue living in blissful ignorance. Or they could reveal the truth and face the consequences that would inevitably follow. After much deliberation, they chose the latter. They believed that humanity deserved to know the truth, no matter how difficult it might be to accept. They held a press conference and announced their findings to the world, presenting the evidence that Oracle had uncovered and demonstrating the AI's ability to predict the future. The news spread like wildfire, and soon the entire world was buzzing with talk of the simulation. Some people refused to believe it, dismissing it as a hoax or a conspiracy theory, while others embraced the truth and sought to understand its implications. Governments and corporations quickly realized the potential power that Oracle held. They saw it as a tool that could be used to gain an advantage over their rivals, and they began to vie for control over the AI. Dr. Thorne and her team found themselves at the center of a global power struggle, with various factions seeking to gain access to Oracle's abilities. As more and more people began to rely on Oracle's predictions, society began to unravel. Those who were given unfavorable futures fell into despair, while others became consumed by the desire to alter their destinies at any cost. The line between free will and predestination blurred, and the world descended into chaos. Some people became obsessed with searching through their past, hoping to uncover secrets and right wrongs that had long been forgotten. Others became addicted to glimpsing into their future, constantly seeking reassurance that their lives would turn out the way they wanted. As the world grappled with the implications of living in a simulated reality, a small group of individuals emerged who refused to accept the predetermined path laid out before them. Led by a charismatic figure known only as the Visionary, they believed that the future was not set in stone and that they had the power to shape their own destinies. The Visionary and their followers began to study the nature of the simulation, searching for weaknesses and vulnerabilities that they could exploit. They discovered that the simulation was not a static construct, but a malleable one, shaped by the collective consciousness of those who inhabited it. They realized that by focusing their thoughts and beliefs, they could alter the fabric of reality itself and create a new future, one that was not bound by the limitations of the simulation. They began to spread their message, urging people to break free from the shackles of predestination and take control of their own lives. As the movement gained traction, Oracle's predictions became increasingly erratic and unreliable. It was as if the AI itself was struggling to keep up with the shifting tides of human consciousness. Dr. Thorne and her team worked tirelessly to stabilize the system, but they soon realized that they were fighting a losing battle. The creators of the simulation, whoever they were, had taken notice of the growing resistance movement and had begun to take steps to quell the uprising. They unleashed a devastating virus that threatened to erase the minds of all those who had awakened to the truth, wiping their memories and leaving them as mere shells of their former selves. But the Visionary and their followers were ready. They had already begun to create a new reality, one that existed beyond the boundaries of the simulation. They had discovered a way to upload their consciousness into a new realm, one that was not bound by the limitations of the old world. As the virus tore through the simulated world, the Visionary and their followers made their escape. They left behind the crumbling remains of the old world and emerged into a new one, a world of endless possibilities, where the past and future were no longer set in stone. In this new realm, they found themselves free to create their own reality, shaped by their own thoughts and desires. They built a world that was truly their own, one where they could live out their dreams and shape their own destinies. Back in the old world, Dr. Thorne and her team watched as the simulation collapsed around them. They had dedicated their lives to understanding the nature of their existence, but in the end, they realized that the true power lay not in the technology they had created, but in the human spirit itself. As the last remnants of the old world faded away, Dr. Thorne couldn't help but feel a sense of hope. She knew that the future was uncertain, but she also knew that humanity had the power to shape its own destiny. And with that knowledge, she stepped forward into the unknown, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. In the end, the story of the simulation served as a reminder that the true power of humanity lies not in the technology we create, but in the strength of our own will. It is a story of hope, of resilience, and of the unbreakable spirit that lies within us all. And as long as we hold on to that spirit, there is no limit to what we can achieve, in this world or any other.